Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Coming in hot today, the Real Housewives of Miami. After an 8-year hiatus, the Housewives are returning to the Magic City. The women are making their way back onto our TV screens, reuniting us with some familiar faces, but also introducing us to some new ones like Guerdy Abraira, who joins us exclusively this morning on Inside South Florida. Guerdy, welcome. You look stunning.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Happy holiday.
Happiest of holidays. In Miami, it feels like we don't get the holiday coldness.
Exactly. I mean, this velvet's going to have to do. Cut off Steve, and it's going to be velvet right now. But, with a twist.
Right. Velvet with a twist for the win. Congratulations on becoming one of the newest housewives in the franchise, rebooted 8 years later, coming back to Miami. How has the experience been for you?
It's been a roller coaster. It's so exciting. Lots of things coming up at the same time. It's just been really intense and fun, scary as well. But really, all in all, good vibes only at the end of the day. Yeah, for sure.
Good to hear. Intense, unscripted TV, and the Housewives franchise in particular is a world that is viewed meticulously by millions all over the world, and it exposes a lot of one's life. Were you hesitant to join the cast?
Absolutely. You have your fears about overexposure. You want to protect your family, mama bear style, so it really was all of those feelings. But at the end of the day, I stayed true and knew that I was a good person. I knew that there was nothing to, hide. I just knew that I had loving people solidly behind me. And it just pushed me forward to say, what's the worst that could happen? So hopefully all is well in the end, but it was really an amazing experience. And it feels so good to be an ambassador in a sense, of just girl empowerment. So for me, I'm like, I'm a boss babe. I got this. Let me show this world how we do it. You can keep a family and still go to work and do all the stuff that you love at the same time. So here I am.
Here you are. You absolutely can. You mentioned family. What does your family say? What does your family think when you told them, like, hey guys, guess what? I'm going to be on
my
TV.
husband. First of all, you would never be able to pick out my husband in a room, honey. That man is the most quiet person ever. And for some strange reason, that day when I looked at him, and I'm like, do you want to know about this email I just got? And I told him, and he was just kind of like, it's inevitable. It's just something that was meant to potentially happen for me. So we kind of looked at each other and we felt like the timing was right and all that stuff. And we just took a leap of faith, and here we are.
Here we are. There's a really nice and very interesting mix of women, all successful, all from different walks of life. You have the first LGBTQ plus housewife in the franchise. Who did you vibe with the most?
LGBTQ friend of mine, Julia, of course, and Nicole, and all the ladies, but just in different ways. Like some friendships are stronger than others, so it's kind of like a grading scale of those friendships. So I've never been a hater, so I don't consider myself not friends with someone so much. Maybe some difficulties in trying to get to a better place, but it's just kind of like growing pains. They become family at the end of the day, or mosquitoes, like as in the world of Larsa.
Getting used to having cameras in your face, covering every facet of your life. Does it ever become old hat, or is it still hard to get used to?
It hasn't actually. I mean, I've always been someone who's been in front of the camera type of person, whether I used to be president of my TV station back in college. I've always been like an A+ personality, very, not shy. So it didn't bother me so much because I really kind of I have true conviction of who I am. I just was very protective of the people around me. That was the main thing for me. And when I saw that my husband's like, didn't even notice that the camera was there. And I'm looking at him like, okay, he's the superstar. Okay, go on now, go. So it made me feel really at ease when I saw how easy it felt for him. And so that was, to me, the most surprising thing, but the best thing about it too, because I didn't feel like, at first I was like, oh my God, I'm going to put this man in this position. And he loves me and he loves my world. And I love that he's with me on this journey. It's the best thing ever.
Was there anything that you would do over again from the season?
Do over again. Yeah, there was a scene that was quite uncomfortable. It was just uncomfortable because I didn't see it coming. So I walked away from that situation. There was just a situation where I just kind of was like flabbergasted by the information that was being thrown at me. And I was just kind of like, wow, that's what we're doing right now. And I just had to take a breather. So maybe in another situation, I would have maybe stayed and just kind of like ride out those waves. But all in all, everything that you do in life makes you stronger, better, faster. So there you go. I'm here today.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside South Florida. Jason Carter here. Thank you for watching. Great show for you today. And up first, more of our sit down with Real Housewives of Miami star Guerdy Abraira. Yes, she dished on what this new season is going to bring, but beyond the glitz and the glam, she is a boss in control of her empire and her destiny. Guerdy, you're more than just a housewife. You're also an in-demand event designer and business owner who has been recognized by one of the Bibles of fashion. Harper Bazaar is one of the top event planners in the world with Guerdy Designs. Tell us about the brand. How was the brand born?
The brand, I am my brand, my friend, okay? So that's one thing for sure. I walk and breathe this job, this life of mine. And so I was very proud of it. And it took a lot of work to get where I am, but it was something that I felt like was meant to be. I've always loved hosting. I was always bossy. And so I'm like, okay, hosting, bossy, where did that put us at? Party planning, baby. So I've been doing this for a very long time, close to almost 20 years. And I've worked for the best of them on Fisher Island, which is really an exclusive island in Miami Beach. Got to take a ferry there, honey. So that's how exclusive we're talking. I owned a floral studio there for many years, and then, just grew me into this global powerhouse.
Were you afraid that maybe diving into reality TV could possibly hurt business and have your business not viewed in the light that you want it to be?
It was a very small time frame where I thought for a second, like, what if? And then I said, no, they'll be proud of me because I know who I am. I know what I have to offer, and I know how to handle myself in any situation. So I felt like whatever came my way, I think at the end of the day, it would be more like a wow, brava, 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 versus more like an embarrassment. Like, I can't believe I'm associated with her. I would never, just to please myself, put myself in a shameful situation. So I feel like everything was just true to who I was. If I behaved a certain way, and that's what Guerdy would have done, camera or without camera, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, my mom raised a good girl, and definitely very proud moment for me. I'm a girl from Haiti, born in Haiti, raised in Paris, living in America, didn't speak a word of English, and now I am right in this seat talking to you. Yeah, dreams do come true.
Dreams do come true. Well, look, the holidays are here, Guerdy. You're the go-to planner of all things fun. You're the go-to planner for the best party. So we need some Guerdy tips. We want to Guerdify.
You want to Guerdy?
I want to Guerdify. Yeah, I want to Guerdify. So for our viewers who may be planning that holiday party, they want to zhuzh it up, what are your 3 tips for us?
Okay, the first tip is that you're gonna have to stay true to yourself and do you, boo. Okay, so if you want to go extravagant, don't think of like, well, my friends are gonna be so embarrassed if I jump out of a box and gift box or something like that. Just have fun with it. Really want to make sure that when people walk into your home or wherever you're hosting your party, that they say, wow, that's a Guerdy party. I wouldn't have expected anything less. So make sure that you leave that stamp and drop it like it's hot. Number 2, I think you're going to have to push yourself a little bit design-wise and design outside the lines. So for example, you may have bought pine cones at the craft store, the local craft store. Why not get some spray, snow them up, glitter them up, figure out a way to really kind of make it more of a wow factor, just so that it looks more interesting and not so store-bought. You know what I mean? And the third advice I would say is to be charitable. I think that, in the time of the pandemic right now, there's people that have a lot of loss, a lot of, out of work, financial situations, issues. And it's good for people who are in a position of giving to give back. So you have to really kind of pay forward. Go gift wrap gifts for, the kids who are less privileged than you are. I just did something with Angels for Humanity locally. We wrapped 500 gifts. And so that's really something that to me is important, is to feel like I can sleep at night knowing that somebody else has a smile on their face too,
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And what you put out, you always get back. We are excited to see you light up the small screen on The Real Housewives of Miami, streaming December 16th on Peacock. Best of luck to you. Congratulations on everything and keep on killing it.
Thank you. I will. Murder, she wrote.